A SpaceX rocket explodes after launch. The Reddit revolt. What's it all about? Watch a drone rescue two boys in the middle of a raging river. Get a sneak peek into Lexus' new hoverboard. And a really smart bird hitchhikes a ride. Change is everywhere. Inventions, innovations, gadgets, the internet. Science and technology is redefining the way we live. Rappler brings you the frontline news in this brave new world. Hi, I'm Matthew Ang. A SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket exploded minutes after liftoff Sunday morning, late night Manila time. The rocket was meant to be a routine cargo mission to the International Space Station, or the ISS. NASA television broadcast images of the white rocket exploding in mid-air, with a commentator saying, quote, "We appear to have a launch vehicle failure." The live webcast of the launch went silent for about 3 minutes as debris fell towards Earth. USA Today reports, Air Force safety officers had sent a self-destruct command to the rocket as it was breaking apart. SpaceX CEO Elon Musk said too much pressure built up in the Falcon 9's upper stage oxidizer tank, but it's still not clear why. NASA says new cargo is on its way to the ISS, thanks to Russia's Progress 60 mission, which made it into orbit. The stuff of Marty McFly's dreams has become reality. In a video, Lexus teases it has developed a working hoverboard. According to its website, the Lexus hoverboard uses magnetic levitation to achieve frictionless movement. Liquid nitrogen-cooled superconductors and permanent magnets allow the hoverboard to get up and running in mid-air. This hoverboard is made of carbon fiber and guess what? Bamboo. Drones. They take video, spy, dance, and they save lives. In the state of Maine, two teenagers were stuck on a rock in the middle of the river rapids following a tubing accident with only one life jacket. Firefighters came to the rescue by using a drone to fly a line of rope to the teenagers on the rock. One of the teenagers held onto the drone while the firefighters sent over another life jacket. 7,200 kilometers in 118 hours. That's the farthest a solar-powered jet has flown. BBC reports solar-powered aeroplane Solar Impulse landed in Hawaii after making a historic flight across the Pacific from Japan. But the Solar Impulse plane is not intended to replace fuel-powered jets. It's a demonstration of the capabilities of solar power. Solar Impulse's lightweight makes it vulnerable to extreme weather conditions, making it viable for flight only during fair weather. Solar Impulse gets its power from 17,000 photovoltaic cells, which powers the vehicle's electric motors and charges its lithium-ion batteries, which sustain the plane at night. Apple Music just rolled out to the public, and we will walk you through its new streaming service. Here's Margie De Leon.
Apple Music is out, and it's just a download away for OS and iOS users. It offers live radio.
This is Zane Lowell Beats 1.
We got the whole world locked in for this one. Brand new Pharrell.
Curated stations, and tons of recommendations. Features already present in Spotify. For many music lovers who are already on Spotify, what makes Apple Music different? Music industry analyst Bob Lefsetz says it's doomed to fail and sums it up in 2 words. It's toast. He says Apple broke the #1 rule of technology, that in order to succeed, you've got to deliver something better. He says there's nothing in Apple Music that isn't widely available elsewhere, including its social network and playlists. But Business Insider's Matt Rosoff says Apple Music will make Spotify irrelevant. Spotify has 20 million paying subscribers and 75 million active users, a user base it took 7 years to build. He adds, Spotify will have room to grow on Android, but on the iPhone, forget it. We think Apple Music's appeal will depend on the user. We're one of those who've been buying tracks on iTunes way before Spotify existed. And the integration with our purchases simplifies our music consumption, eliminating the need to jump from Spotify to iTunes. The hardest thing is migrating your playlist from Spotify to iTunes, and if you're a busy person, you may just opt to not leave Spotify. We like the human-curated playlists, as well as the spot-on recommendations for bands and albums. There are exclusive artists, led by Taylor Swift, who pulled out her music from Spotify last year over artist compensation. It's been said Apple's user interface is a bit daunting, but millennials will find it easy enough to navigate. As to Apple Connect, we wonder how many artists will support it. Swift, Beyonce, and Kanye are highly visible on Twitter but not on Connect. Many third world country consumers prefer to go premium for offline access. A premium subscription on Spotify costs $9.99 a month, the same as a paid subscription in Apple Music. Overall, it's an apples-to-apples war between the two streaming services. And so, it boils down to readiness to shift your music trove and the convenience that Move will give you. Margie De Leon, Rappler, Manila.
Reddit is in chaos, and it's called /r/Armageddon. Wired reports, moderators shut down more than 265 subreddits to protest the termination of Victoria Taylor, Reddit's director of talent. Taylor managed Reddit's popular Ask Me Anything or AMA interviews that included celebrities ranging from US President Barack Obama to a guy with 2 sex organs. It wasn't immediately clear why Taylor was fired. Within hours, the shutdown crippled Reddit, a site with some 160 million users. Taylor was among Reddit's most visible employees and a helpful resource for moderators across the site. Reddit founder Alexis Ohanian took full responsibility, admitted the situation was handled poorly, and promised to work closely with moderators. Ask Me Anything subreddit is back online, but with some changes. In a statement, the moderators wrote, "We will no longer be working with the admins to put together AMAs." What's in a second? Last June 30, we had an extra one. Space agency NASA says June 30 had an extra second or leap second because of the gradual slowing down of the Earth's rotation. Experts at NASA add leap seconds to make up for the differences between two internationally accepted time standards, Coordinated Universal Time or UTC and Universal Time 1 or UT1. UT1 is 2 milliseconds longer than UTC due to a braking force caused by the gravitational tug-of-war between the Earth, Sun, and Moon. Less than a blink of an eye, it doesn't seem much, but repeat it every day for a whole year and the milliseconds add up to almost a second. And before we go, this stranger-than-fiction photo from Popular Science shows the much-maligned crow hitching a ride on the back of America's national icon, the bald eagle. And that's SciTech4u, a fun rundown of the nerdiest, smartest, science and technology events and breakthroughs on the planet. This is Matthew Ang. See you next week.